Alright, hi everybody, it's SpawnCon922. I'm going to do One Piece later today. But until then, there's this. Black Bullet. Episode 11 review. Now, pretty much what happened in this episode, first half was pretty much massive battle. Just massive. Now you're probably wondering how massive. Well, in the beginning part, the JSDF was supposed to attempt to stop and kill the Gastreas. Couldn't do it. So all like 2,000 of them swarmed. And all the civil servants and their partners had ended up fighting the Gastreas. And it didn't go very well. Because what happened was, the Gastreas that were in the sky were flying as well, and Satomi went against protocol, against his orders, which his orders for his team were supposed to stay where they were and take out the Gastreas and to buy time. They didn't do that. He decided to go after the birds, because the Gastreas that were flying in the sky, they had these eggs, see, that were going to come down, and they were going to hatch, and you do the math. So what ends on happening is they go back, they run away from their position to take out these things, and then they go back. What ends on happening is everyone, or most of them, get annihilated. It was bad. Oh, shit. There's this one guy who's the commander's son. He gets eaten a lot. Oh, shit. It was too barbaric. I was ready. So, annihilated. One of the Gastreas, though, well, I should say two. One of them that is supposedly immortal, which was this big one with this flappy little thing in the front. And another one that is shooting this mercury beam. So, but at the end of the day, what ends on happening is the Gastreas, they retreat. And because of what Satomi did, because there's a little scene with them going to this building at the hotel, there's also a scene with the sensei, professor, the doctor, just giving Satomi a pep talk. Satomi is called by the commander. That guy, remember that guy we saw last week? Samurai before? I forgot his name. I think it was Guard or God or Gado. That's his name. So he goes to see Commander Gado. And Gado's not happy. They have a small talk about his son and everything, but mainly he's not upset because Satomi tried to explain himself, but he says, you went against orders. Not supposed to do that. And when he gets up, Gado's, supporter hits him, puts the sword to him, and saying to him that his group is disbanded. But Gado won't put any blame to them. Now, I find it interesting this scene is before we see a certain reappearance of the film. Now, Satomi's pissed off at this guy Gado because of the way he did it, the way he said things to him, and so on and so forth. And basically what Gado wants Satomi to do go find the Gastrea, as known the Queen, the one that was shooting that Mercury beam, and try to. I don't think try to stall it. I think try to kill it. And that's basically what happens. And he leaves the house, and Kisara's there, and it's like, what are you doing, Satomi-kun, and stuff, and and she's like, let's run away. And it's like, where to? And then he leaves pretty much, and she calls him an idiot, and he's basically going out by himself. That's basically the story. So what ends on happening is he encounters these wolves. I guess the Gastreas that attack him, but he survives that encounter, and all of a sudden, the Gastreas that he was encountered by, these wolf things, were killed. You see his sword slashing action going on, and you see these two figures showing up, and I was like, oh, it's him again! Yo, he's alive! Yo! Kagetane Hiroku is back! Damn! And his sadistic sister, our daughter, that I want to throw down a cliff. Not that I condone that shit, but she's a bitch. And the reason that I'm giving this a 4 out of 5, but I want to give it a 4.5 because of the way they set this up. Remember, Satomi has just been ordered to do this by Gado, and he called him a old man and everything. So at this point, Satomi is, and he encounters, Kagetane, and they have small talk, and he's just like, when can I see Anju? I'm like, how about you stick that sword in your throat? By the way, Kagetane, specifically, there was one thing he said to Satomi that rang true to me. He predicted something to Satomi, and basically said, I will predict that you will follow me when this is done. That line, he says. Also, we'd see Kagetane remove his mask. We don't see his face, obviously. I was looking at Kiss Anime. People think this is like a Star Wars thing. I don't think so. You're like saying, Kage removes his mask. I am your father. It's not true. No, it's not. So, they had that small talk, and, basically between those two, they envy each other, they hate each other, so to speak. So, next morning he wakes up, Satomi, he heads out, he encounters Kagetane again, and saying, oh, if you're talking about that Gastrea, it's down the stream. So, he ends up going there, and Kagetane follows him, along with his sadistic daughter, to go that area and to counter this Gastrea that they have to destroy. Now, if this episode, if the beginning part was with Kagetane, I'd probably give it a higher rating. Next week's probably going to get a higher rating, because we're going to get a lot more with Kagetane, because now it's going to be mostly just him, Satomi, Kagetane's supporter, going in, finding this Gastrea. Now, by the look of the preview, and like I said, I'm giving this a 4 out of 5, I would say that I have this sneaky suspicion that Satomi will switch sides. Don't tell me how I know. Don't tell me how I know. I just have a sneaky suspicion. Now, I think that based upon what Gato told Satomi to do, all the jazz, and what this encounterment with Kage Tane is, slowly but surely, Satomi isn't going to see things as he once saw it. And it's going to get one of those things where the dark side. Well, kind of, if you would, in a way. But I personally like this episode 4 out of 5. A lot of blood, gore going on with the, Kage Tane's back. Kage Tane, yeah, this guy is awesome. I would like to see his face. That's just me. I want to know what the, oh, by the way, I think let me check one thing. Because I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. Let's see. Cast in. Go down, go down, go down. Oh. Okay. 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 The same guy who plays Kage Tane. It's the same guy who plays Kitsurugi from Fate Zero. Ow! Fuck. I know I recognize that voice somewhere. But, good episode. I just gotta, I just feel like the re-emergence of Kage Tane here is going to push Satomi off the edge. He's going to go, he might find something out, Satomi, that's going to just, that's it. You can't fight for these people anymore. I just have a feeling. It's kind of there. And like I said, there's I think there's only 2 more episodes left. So 12 and 13, and that's it. So we'll see how it goes down. Bonkai 922. I will see you guys later. I guess I just go watch some anime. I gotta catch up with a lot of shit. So yeah. Like I said, later tonight is going to be One Piece and a live stream. Gotta do my 4,000 sub special. Of bringing people. Talking about Surrey people and others as well. Look forward to that. I'm Bonkai 2. See you guys later. Yo, Kage Tane showed up again. Yo, this guy is a G, man. He's a fucking G. Like GQ. Yo. This guy is like pimp. He's got that mask on, Mysterious, takes off the mask. Come on, how can you not get into that? I'll see you guys later. Peace.